Get ready for the action, because we are diving straight into the NBA drama. We start with a massive comparison brewing as Donovan Mitchell makes a bold statement by comparing Klay Thompson's legendary Game 6 performance to the dominant playoff run of Jarrett Allen. Mitchell didn't hold back when he pointed out Allen's incredible Game 7 performances, and we break down exactly what this comparison means for the Warriors' narrative and the future of their stars. $137 million deal predicted by experts, and what this means for the Warriors' long-term vision. Finally, we turn to a major trade regret impacting the Warriors' playoff chances. Jonathan Kuminga's situation is getting more complicated as the focus shifts to Alex Caruso's impact and the comparison with Kristaps Porzingis. We examine why the Warriors might be regretting not trading Kuminga sooner, and how Caruso's reliability is shaping the team's playoff outlook. Stay with us because the game is far from over. Donovan Mitchell made a bold comparison between Klay Thompson's legendary Game 6 performance and Jarrett Allen's recent dominance in elimination games, sparking discussion among Warriors fans. Thompson's 2016 performance, where he scored 41 points on 11 three-pointers against the Oklahoma City Thunder in the Western Conference semifinals, remains an iconic moment in NBA history, often dubbed Game 6 Klay. Mitchell directly compared this legacy to Allen's recent playoff output, stating, "I mean Game 7 Jarrett Allen. Come on, he's 2 for 2. This comparison comes as Jarrett Allen has delivered back-to-back dominant performances in high-stakes games. Allen scored 22 points and 19 rebounds against the Toronto Raptors in a Game 7, and 23 points and 7 rebounds against the Detroit Pistons in another critical contest. This places Allen in an elite group of players, joining Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, and Dikembe Mutombo, who have posted a 22-point, 19-rebound Game 7. However, the report emphasizes that the context of Thompson's historic performance, single-handedly saving the Warriors from elimination, is incomparable to Allen's individual achievements. While Mitchell's comment was seen as supportive of his teammate, Warriors fans are expected to notice the challenge to the Game 6 Klay legacy. The article concludes by noting that the Game 6 Klay moniker belongs to Warriors history, but the relevance of legacy in Golden State remains a point of interest, especially as Stephen Curry and the Warriors observe the playoffs from the sidelines while the Eastern Conference Finals commence. San Francisco General Manager Mike Dunleavy's comments following a press conference reintroducing Warriors coach Steve Kerr have sparked debate regarding the team's current roster strength heading into the NBA offseason. Dunleavy reportedly stated, "We didn't get to a point where we played a team where, the roster is better than ours." This statement has been met with skepticism, as the team's 55% losing record suggests other teams possess a competitive edge. The analysis points to several factors contributing to the Warriors' struggles, including the impact of injuries last season, which reportedly sidelined key players and hindered roster stability. The article contrasts the Warriors' situation with other contenders, citing the success of teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder, which feature stars such as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren, alongside rising talent like Ajay Mitchell. Similarly, the Spurs are noted for their playoff resurgence, driven by rookies like Dylan Harper and established players like Stephon Castle. While acknowledging positive roster pieces, such as Gui Santos' emergence and the value of Brandon Podzimski, the report suggests the Warriors are not currently among the league's elite. Key players like Moses Moody have faced setbacks, and other potential additions remain uncertain. The assessment concludes that the Warriors, in their current configuration, are not on the top shelf of the league, even with the health of Steph Curry and Jimmy Golden, who are noted as essential to their success. The skepticism is heightened by comments from coach Steve Kerr, who expressed a more sober outlook, stating, "This is the first time where we can't realistically just say, hey, let's win a title next year." This suggests a recognition of the difficulty in achieving immediate success and the need for a focused rebuild. The report concludes that if Dunleavy genuinely believes the Warriors are close to a championship, it may be overly optimistic, raising questions about his leadership in guiding the team through its current challenges. Superstar guard Stephen Curry is widely expected to secure a massive contract extension with the Golden State Warriors, ensuring his long-term future with the franchise. With only 1 year remaining on his current deal, analysts suggest the Warriors are highly unlikely to allow him to enter free agency after the 2026-27 NBA season, pointing toward a significant extension being negotiated during the offseason. Bleacher Report contributor Eric Pincus has predicted a substantial deal, suggesting the Warriors could sign Curry to a 2-year, $137 million extension. This agreement would keep Curry under contract through the 2028-29 NBA season, resulting in an average salary of $68.5 million per season. Pincus noted that the negotiation is relatively straightforward because the Warriors clearly desire to keep Curry playing as long as he wishes. Given Curry's age of 38, the maximum extension available is 2 additional seasons. Furthermore, Curry is positioned above the current 35% of cap maximum, making him eligible for a 5% pay increase in the next agreement. The indication that coach Steve Kerr is considering returning to the bench further fuels expectations for a forthcoming Curry deal. Curry has accumulated 17 seasons in the NBA and has reportedly expressed a desire to play 20. A new 2-year extension layered on top of his remaining single season would fulfill this goal, solidifying his status as a cornerstone of the Warriors for the foreseeable future. This story is subject to updates. The Golden State Warriors are facing mounting regret over their decision not to trade Jonathan Kuminga for certain players, with Alex Caruso emerging as a prime example of the missed opportunity. The team reportedly turned down offers for several high-caliber players, holding out in the hope of Kuminga achieving a star role. One significant player they passed on was Alex Caruso, whom the Warriors had shown interest in during the February 2024 trade deadline. Reports indicated that the Bulls had requested Kuminga in exchange, a deal the Warriors ultimately declined. 4 months later, the Thunder traded Josh Giddey to the Bulls for Caruso. Since arriving, Caruso has established himself as an elite defensive stopper, but his recent offensive performance has also been notable, scoring 31 points on 11 of 19 shooting. However, the Warriors' pursuit of a championship remains hampered, as they recently fell short in a double overtime classic against the Spurs, where Victor Wembanyama delivered a dominant performance. The Warriors' hesitation regarding the trade has directly impacted their playoff trajectory, resulting in 2 missed playoff appearances and second-round exits, partly attributed to issues with on-ball defense. Caruso stands out as one of the league's premier defensive players, boasting a +3.1 defensive estimated plus-minus in the regular season. Analysts suggest that with Caruso, the Warriors could have been significantly stronger in the postseason, potentially avoiding difficult matchups and mitigating injury risks for key players like Stephen Curry. The Warriors eventually concluded the Kuminga saga by trading the 5th-year forward and buddy healed to the Hawks for Kristaps Porzingis. Despite Porzingis' higher talent ceiling, experts argue the Warriors would have preferred Caruso due to his more reliable health record, despite Caruso missing 56 games over the last 2 seasons compared to Porzingis' 90 absences, many due to persistent illness. While Porzingis boasts higher scoring averages, Caruso's elite defensive prowess is severely underrated, and his reliability makes him the preferred asset for a deep playoff run. Furthermore, reports suggest the Warriors may also be regretting not trading Kuminga sooner, citing other players like OG Anunoby, who is reportedly thriving with the Knicks following Golden State's missed opportunity to trade for him at the 2023 deadline. The comparison highlights Caruso's value as a dependable, elite defender, contrasting him with Porzingis' offensive upside and defensive liabilities in certain situations.